Okay, we are on number 11. So my EOC journal number 11. We're actually going to do 12 in this one as well. This one is system of equations in real world scenarios. Alright, so Samuel's thinking of two numbers. The first number is 4 more than 3 times the second number, okay? So Samuel is thinking of two numbers. The first thing we got to pull out is the first number is, so the first number, we don't know what it is, it's x. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That is means equals. So we're just writing an equation now. So is, so x equals 4 more than, that means plus 4, right? So I've got to put plus 4. Remember, we put that plus 4 at the end. I remember when we did this the first time around, we had a lot of trouble kind of understanding that is more than, that means it's plus 4. You put that at the end and not put 4 plus. Same thing with less than, we put that at the end and not at the beginning. So it's 4 more than, there's got to be something that it's more than. What is it? So 4 more than 3 times, that means 3 times something. The second number, well, the second number we can call y. So 4 more than 3 times y. So there's our first equation. X equals 3y plus 4. Then it says when Samuel adds the first number, again the first number was x and he's going to add it. When Samuel adds the first number to double the second number, double means, so add means plus. First number again is x. Double means 2 times something. So double the second number, y. So it's x plus 2y. He gets means equals 49. So what are the two numbers? Okay, so now I have two equations that I've created. So this is our system of equations. Because remember, we're dealing with real world scenarios, systems of equations in the real world scenario. So here's our, and again, I know this is not real world, but it's a word problem, I guess I should have said more clearly. So here's our system of equations. We need to go ahead and solve it. Well, how is it set up to solve? Because I know x equals something, it's really set up for substitution because x equals 3y plus 4. And anywhere there is an x in the other equation, I can now plug in 3y plus 4. So let's go ahead and do that. So now instead of x plus 2y, I'm going to do 3y plus 4. I'm sorry, I need to fix this. This needs to be 49. So 3y plus 4 plus 2y equals 49. Now I've eliminated one of the variables. I'm down to one variable, which is y. So now I can solve for y. Go ahead and combine your like terms. You have 3y and a positive 2y. So that gives you 5y plus 4 equals 49. Continue to solve. I got to get y by itself. So subtract 4 from both sides. That cancels, leaving me with 5y equals 45. Divide both sides by 5. And now I get y equals 9. So if I come over here to my answer choices, I see that this is my answer. Now, because I'm taking the STAR test and I'm dealing with 4 hours, one of the test taking strategies that I may employ is the fact that if I get one answer, I'm going to go ahead and circle that answer and move on and go ahead and finish the test. But I would probably put a star next to this. Whoops. I'd probably put a star next to this problem to know I need to go ahead and come back and finish it if I have time remaining. But that way I don't have to waste any extra time on this problem. But let's go ahead and finish it so we can see how we finish it. If I want to finish it, I would take this 9 value that I just found and plug it back into one of the original equations. And I'm going to choose that top one. So I'm going to go back to this x equals 3y plus 49. And I'm going to plug in 9 for y. So x equals 3 times 9. And I put 49. It's supposed to be 4. I'm having a hard time here. X equals 3 times 9 plus 4. X equals 27 plus 4. X, in fact, equals 31. So that does verify that that is my answer. Okay? So all I did there was create a system of equations from the problem here, and then I solved. So there's a lot of work to be done here. Don't just guess, okay? And, you know, plugging and chugging is okay if you have to, but go ahead and do the work. It'll save you a lot of time. All right, hang on 1 second, and we'll get to our journal number 12. Okay, so journal number 12. Is going to be using algebraic symbols in equations. Now, I will tell you, I want to give a quick shout out, I guess, to SEAL Team 3, or Gage Staggs, Nick Miller, and Kaylee Jansen. They did a video on their project that covers one of these problems, and they did a really good job going through this, and it's an entertaining video if you want to check that out on the STAR web links. And again, check out the rest of those students who did those for some entertaining education. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're going to create our own inequality or equation based on the words it gives us, kind of like we did in the last one, but just all we have to do is write the equation or inequality or form. All right, it says which algebraic expression represents the verbal expression, and this is what we're focusing on, 9 less than twice some numbers. Okay, so here we go. 9 less than. Again, that means 9 less than. That means minus 9. There still has to be something here. That says 9 less than. Okay, so there's still got to be something in this spot here. Twice means 2 times. Okay. Some number, an unknown variable. Some number just means x or something like that. In this case, I think it's n. So 9 less than twice another number. So this number, whoops, let me go back, sorry. So this right here goes in that spot right there. So then I rewrite this as 2x minus 9. Okay, so that's my problem. That's the answer I generated without looking at the answer choices. So again, let's see if that makes sense. 9 less than, okay, minus 9. That means I take whatever that number is and I take a 9 away from, okay, twice some number. 2 times x, 2 times an unknown number. Yeah, that works. So this is my answer. Now, I've told you a little bit about test-taking strategies. I'm not going to go through and mark the answers out unless I prove them wrong. So let's go ahead and prove these wrong. We can prove these wrong very quickly. This says 9 minus 2 times a number, or in this case, 2 times a number less than 9. Or 2 times a number is less, or take away 9, or whatever. So, or I'm sorry, 9, take away 2 times the number. But this does not say 9 less than, because that's a positive 9. So that's out. So I can cross that out. This says 2 times the number is less than. Now, notice this says this is less than, and that equals subtraction. Is, keyword is right there, less than. Then that's where you come up with your sign, your less than sign. You have to have that is there in order for that to be true. So this says 2 times a number is less than 9. Okay? It doesn't say 2 times a number less 9. It says 2 times a number is less than 9, so that's not it. We're not dealing with an inequality there. And then finally, you have 9 is less than. Again, is less than. We don't have is less than in our problem, so that's out as well. So I just proved those wrong. So if I'm taking the EOC, I feel confident with my answer A. I can move on, and I don't have to go back and check that later because I took the time just there, which wasn't very long, to prove those answers wrong. If you have any questions, again, just shoot me an email. Good luck.